All right, what's going on, guys? It's Josh and another Bitcoin video, but we're going to talk about a lot of stuff going on with the global economics right now. There's a lot of things. I want to explain some things, give you guys insight into even some of the last videos I was saying. I don't want this to be like negative, everything's crashing, but I do want you guys to have just insight into seeing what's going on to maybe understand better why your assets are doing what they're doing now and what are some of the potential risks. Now, as always, if you guys are new, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop a like if this helped you out. If you learned something new, whatever it may be, show some love. But anyways, what is going on right now? I'm going to go look through two things. I'm going to show you guys on the stock market. We're going to go through currencies, go through even the price of gold. But here's the main point is Bitcoin is losing value right now. Again, we've been in a bear market with it. So people are kind of getting nervous every time it starts to accelerate. People want to know when it's going to happen. And again, there's positive news, but there's also negative news kind of trailing behind it. But quite frankly, I don't think there's that much negative news. People are saying that the price could be part and part because Bitcoin, there's a big delay with NATO and some of these other countries. I don't know if it's NATO per se, but and even the SEC, people need to vote. And what's going on is by delaying that vote, it's people are getting uncertain. That's a reason I've heard. I don't believe it. I think that delay is actually showing more positive signs than negative. But at the end of the day, a lot of people are just missing a lot of big things right now. And what's going on? There's sanctions got put on Russia today. Iran, we're about to sanction, and we just hit China with tariffs. This is all in the same week. And you go look at the prices of a lot of assets in a lot of stock markets and currencies all around the world, everything's losing value right now. So for something like Bitcoin, which again, if you guys want it to be a currency and treated like a currency, it is going to be at the risk of what other currencies are doing. That is just one of the risks of a floated exchange. So that is what's occurring now, is that a lot of currencies are just going out of whack. A lot of things are getting weaker comparative to the dollar, and quite frankly, Bitcoin is one of those because it makes sense when we look at just all sorts of scales. We'll go through, like right now on the sanctions, Russia's down 3%. And like you look here, that's just their currency moved down 3%. Again, a currency shouldn't move like this. When you see, it should be stable. That's one of the biggest issues people give to Bitcoin. Bitcoin moves at a much more exasperated rate, but in essence, when we're seeing other currencies do this, that's a warning sign. Another thing, and again, a warning sign in the sense of something's wrong, more fundamental than okay, Bitcoin shit. And I'm a big fan of Bitcoin, and even what I will tell you guys, if you're holding, I like that it's getting into stronger hands. Just make a decision. If you don't want to wait out, I'm all about holding it in the long term. Just don't, if you're going to sell out now, don't get caught not owning anything. But again, it's easy, if you're just making a plan to hold, you're not putting in a crazy amount, buying weekly, monthly, having a savings plan, this shouldn't really affect you. But again, if you have an amount that is detrimental to you that you need, you shouldn't be speculating on this. Simple as that. But does this change how I feel about Bitcoin? No, I treat my Bitcoin like I treat my gold and silver, and I own gold and silver. But that's another thing too. Here in the last month, gold is down 4%, from 1260, coming near this 1200 handle, and going below it, above it, or it's about to hit below 1200, 1210. That's an important thing that gold's doing that. Even if we went and looked at where's silver price? Silverprice.org. Same thing with silver. You guys look at the last 30 days of silver, it's dropped dramatically. And you even look at the year, we're going through this crisis now where commodities are entering this sort of bear market as well too. I won't even get into the other commodities like aluminum and whatnot, but again, it's not shocking that Bitcoin is, dropping as much as it is when we're seeing some of the most highly regarded stable assets doing the same thing. Go watch that video I said on Facebook. Now, adding to it, look at Russia. Russia's hitting the weakest point that it has since 2017. And then once it gets past there, we start to look what happened the first time you saw Russia kind of start to explode with its currency value. This was the first oil shock in late 2014 that led to 2015. Then we got the issues with demand in China. And again, that is something I'm going to bring up as well too, because, and I'll show you guys on the stock market, Shanghai open now, it's up, but here's Shanghai over the last year. This is the Shanghai composite. They're kind of comparable to China in terms of risk, I would say. But or comparable to Bitcoin. But again, all these currencies are weakened. Here's the pound. The pound is hitting a level. No, this is the euro. Excuse me. But again, a lot of them are coming near to kind of where we were at. Um, where is it? I need six. I was going to say where Brexit was, but that's the euro. Here's the British pound. The British pound is literally trading now at the lows following Brexit. And then there's those issues surrounding Brexit coming up. I haven't even pulled up the Turkish lira, USD TRY. Here's the Turkish lira. This thing is just going off the charts again, weakening and weakening. Australia is getting to a point where it's weakening, and one thing I've noticed, you see how it's kind of holding there. The government's probably intervening to keep it steady because again, look at the currency. You don't ever see a point where it's steady like this. Something's going to give with this, and again, they're having issues with the real estate market. Look at Japan. Japan kind of looks like it's leading the S&P 500, but again, same thing here. This one's actually kind of strengthening. It's not weakening. But the Chinese yuan, the yuan, again, this is weakened more in this 1 month period than it has even here in August. It makes this pale in comparison, which again is crazy. And this is again what I was talking about when you see a currency kind of hold here. And then again, you got also going back down to India, weakening as well too. All of these currencies are hitting all-time lows. So now that's one thing, and you could see it now reflected through the stock market. Here is the Russian index, RSX. This is a Russian ETF. Take a look. Again, even look at the one, everything parallels these currencies, but we're seeing how this stuff is getting reflected. There's Russia. Let's see, Turkey. Again, plummeting. And again, when we go back on the 5-year charts, you really don't see these things start to plummet till 2015 was the last emerging market crisis. From 15 till now, they dropped, came up, dropped, but they didn't really nothing this drastic. But again, when you start to see things kind of collapse like that, it's a big warning sign in many areas. But again, this should help you guys with the stock market, be on your toes with everything, but also to really get a better grasp of what's happening with Bitcoin. Again, here's the A shares. This is the Chinese 300. Again, this is what happened in August. In December, you're starting to see a little baby effect of that. But again, since 15, after this emerging market crisis, we haven't seen any of these massive downtrends. And again, that's all coming back right now. And you're seeing how volatile it is, which is surprising that the market's still going up. Again, stuff is boiling right now, and it's going to be opportunities to trade on the stock market and on both up and down. And I'm excited for what it's going to bring. But again, this is so you guys could understand. What else do we got? I think the last one is Yandex. This is just another Russian company, but it kind of parallels Russia very well. But same thing with them. You only see them drop during the emerging market crisis. Everybody had their issues in 15, recovered by 2016, nothing to be heard of again. But this is all what's occurring right now. You're seeing these valuations. So this should help you understand, why is Bitcoin crashing? Well, look around the world, open your eyes beyond crypto. You'll see that. And again, if you see why this is crashing, you're seeing there's stuff going on globally right now that's having an effect. So when shit hits the fan, certain things like gold, Bitcoin, and safe haven assets, if people still consider Bitcoin like that, will start to go up. But you just got to be on your toes and see what's going to happen. But this is the context to what's occurring right here, right now, and you should be able to get a better idea. August is a really, really fun time for emerging markets, and this is where places like China and Asia, you start to see shifts and slowdowns. So be prepared. Hopefully this educated you guys. Again, drop a like if this helped. Drop me a comment. Let's open this discussion up, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Love y'all. Stay in school.